Hello, everyone. It is 6:35. We're going to give it 2 minutes and then we will get started. We very much appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you. Ms. Sharon is substituting for David this evening. He had a conflict with another district.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ms. Ivey. That's another good thing about coming.
Change that date on. Or do I need to resend you? No.
Ready? Dr. B?
Mhm.
Ready? Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here this evening. We are going to get started. First is salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under
under
God, indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
for all.
Thank you, Mr. Mana. I'm just going to pass that over to you. You're much better at it. Roll call, Mr. Cuff.
Okay, I believe Ms. Boykins is absent today as well as Mr. Callahan. So Ms. Cook Henry,
Present.
sorry, Ms. Ivory,
Present.
Ms. Richardson,
Present.
Mr. Tong,
Present.
Mr. Wright, I see him, he could wave. He waved. Ms. Hopkins. She waved as well, acknowledging, and Ms. Hoff
Present.
and Ms. Tong.
I'm here.
Awesome. And Mr. Vandy, I do not see, nor do I see Mr. Bangor.
So Paul should be on his way. He should be in like a couple minutes. And Mo, I don't think he's coming today.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
Thank you, Ms. Tong. Board President comments. First and foremost, Ms. Sophia Lewis had some comments regarding myself in my communications the other day, and I wanted to say something. First, Ms. Lewis, your truth is completely welcomed and valid. I completely understand what you heard, and I apologize. I will choose my words more carefully in the future. On the vaccines for teachers, I was in no way trying to diminish what Dr. B. Coates did to get our teachers vaccinated. My point was that the supers in Delaware County had worked together to get it done for all Delco teachers, and that the collaboration was very powerful. I will say this now and publicly, Dr. B. Coates has my support. I hope my actions and communications have shown that, but if they have not, let these words stand. Dr. B. Coates has my support, period. Thank you. Mr. Cuff, can you throw up the picture I asked you to, please? This weekend, I had the great pleasure with Ms. Hopkins, Ms. Ivory, Dr. B. Coates, and Mr. Wright to attend the marker celebration and the opening of the Nile Swim Club. It was, Jeff, you got that picture? Nope. All right. It was a beautiful day in Yaden, Pennsylvania, one that was well overdue. I want to show support and great pride for the folks that stuck with it and saw this to this day. There was a lot of hard work, and communities really came together to make this happen. And it was a great day, and I just wanted to acknowledge the founding members in 1959, as well as the board of directors now that saw this through. I'm so proud to have lived in Yaden and to be a part of Yaden now. It was an outstanding day, outstanding event. The club is gorgeous. Please stop by. Encourage your friends to join. www.nileswimclub.org. Tell everyone about it. It is a beautiful space for our community, and enough good things can't be said. That is all. Dr. Beekos, your report, please.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our attendees. This evening, I'm going to share my screen and provide a few updates to our board as well as to our community. And everyone should see superintendent's report. And so I'm going to proceed. I have some announcements, special thanks, as well as student highlights. Just as a reminder for our families, we are in the process of accepting your reservation or your application for our summer enrichment opportunities. You will see on my screen where you can access additional information. One of the key things I want to make you aware of is that this is free to all currently registered William Penn families. To date, we have about 364 families who have registered. We have plenty of space for more of you. So I'm encouraging you to please fill out the registration form. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to your school principal, or you can contact our office. We are here to assist you to ensure that your child and or children have the opportunity to participate in our summer enrichment opportunities. Secondly, I want to continue to thank all of those who have participated in our vaccine clinic. This coming Thursday, we will have our second clinic. It is the second clinic for those students who are 16 plus who came out on May the 6th. You're coming this Thursday to get your second shot, if you will. And this is the first vaccine clinic for those students who are ages 12 to 15 years of age. So we are intending to support our families as they proceed to get vaccinated. And to date, I believe we have about 343 students who have registered and signed up. So it is our goal to vaccinate as many of our students as we possibly can. Next, I want to share with you that the United States Department of Education has indicated to us that we are responsible for administering the statewide assessments. We have not received a waiver, or the Pennsylvania has not received a waiver. Parents do have the option to opt out. This information has been communicated to families, but I wanted to make sure that everyone is aware of this option. We also want to make sure that families know that today actually was our first day for PSSA exams, as you will see here in this first box. So if you have a student who is in grades 3 through 8, today began their English assessment. That will go through May the 27th. You'll see the dates for mathematics for students in grades 3 through 8. You'll see the dates for science, and then you'll see that we also have makeup dates available as well. And these are the PSSA exams for students in grades 3 through 8. At the high school level, you'll note that these are our Keystone exam dates. So you will see the dates here. Please note that students do have the responsibility to participate in the exams unless a family has opted out. We also want to make you aware of some upcoming dates. As you know, the last day of school is June the 16th, I believe, as is indicated here. However, we need you to return your Chromebooks. So for students in grades K through 12, you'll see that time frame is June the 14th through the 16th. Seniors, your return date is June the 21st through the 24th. Please note that when you return your Chromebooks, you will be able to get your free books. We are providing all of our students with books for reading pleasure this summer. So when you return your Chromebooks, please pick up your free books. Again, the last day of school is June the 16th. Report cards will be mailed home. For those of you who are graduating, congratulations. Graduation is June the 18th, and we look forward to seeing you there. We wanted to make sure that all of our families are aware of these dates. We will continue to highlight these dates as we go throughout the upcoming weeks to keep you informed of these important dates. Moving on to some special thanks. We do want to thank the Giant Company that made a $30,000 donation through the Feeding School Kids initiative. These dollars will definitely help to support our food services program that we have here in the district. Thank you very much, Giant Food Company. Now to the exciting part of our evening where we highlight our students. This will be our last time in this academic year that we will provide student highlights. So I first want to start with, I think I skipped someone, Alden Elementary, Gabriel Daniels. He's a kindergarten. As you can see, he is resilient and determined. He is eager to work hard, and he has read more than 466 books. Wow, Gabriel, that is awesome. Please make sure that you get the books that we will give you at the end of this school year. Congratulations to Gabriel Daniels. Next, we have at Ardmore Avenue, we have Zakaya Hudson Howard, who is a third grade student who has made significant progress on several academic goals. She's excited to be in school, and she is a consistent participator in class activities. We thank you for that, Zakaya. Next, we have from Bell Avenue, Solange Cromer, who is a sixth grade student. She's a distinguished honor roll scholar, helps classmates with their academics, and is an awesome role model. Solange, keep up the great work. Colwyn Elementary School, A. Majay Jackson, who is a fifth grade student. You can see that she has continued to come to school despite obstacles that have been presented. She is very helpful in the classroom and encourages her classmates, and she loves to write and also help her teachers with writing stories of resilience and triumph. Thank you very much, A. Majay, for what you are doing. We greatly appreciate you. Elizabeth Antwi, who is a third grade student at East Lansdowne Elementary School, always putting forth effort and trying her best, always in class, always participates, and is very, very helpful to her classmates. Evans Elementary School, we have Amelia Mathis, who is a fifth grade student, perfect attendance. She takes pride in what she does, and she also asks thought-provoking questions for deeper understanding and clarification. Amina Streeter, who is a first grade student at Park Lane Elementary School. She has continued to make academic progress throughout the year. She is respectful and kind, and always is prepared and actively participates in class, whether in person or virtually. Allure Smith, another student with perfect attendance, always willing to help classmates. She is a leader, and she works hard and asks questions when learning new material. Khalif Rivers, a seventh grade student at Penwood Middle School. He is focused on being a success. He also has perfect attendance, and he has improved academic performance in all of his classes. Congratulations. Bobakar Berry, who is a ninth grade student at the Penwood High School Cypress Street campus. He actively participates in class. He is an advocate for himself as well as assisting classmates. He is inquisitive, and goes above and beyond when completing assignments. And lastly, we have 11th grade student Julia Bowden. She's a distinguished honor roll student. As you can see, she is the member of various clubs and activities within her school. She is also taking a course at Drexel University and serves on the DCIU Student Forum Equity Task Force. So board members, and to our community, we have great number of students that we can definitely congratulate. We also want to thank their parents and their guardians for entrusting us with your students. We do not take it lightly, and we are honored to have this opportunity to support you in the process. And we thank all of you for being heroes. Board members, that completes my presentation for tonight, and thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Beekers. May I have a motion to approve the agenda for this evening?
So move.
Second.
Any questions from the board members? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the minutes from the business meeting of April 26, 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions on the agenda, minutes from the meeting of April 26, 2021? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against, please? Thank you. May I have a motion to approve the committee meeting minutes of the whole from May 17th, 2021?
So moved.
Second.
Any questions from the Board of School Board Directors? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone against, please? Thank you. Remarks by student representatives. Ms. Tong, you're up first. Thank you. Hello, Ms. Tong.
Hello, how's everybody?
Good.
Great. Good evening, everybody. I just wanted, I wanted to let everyone know that will be my last meeting as a student board rep. I would like to thank the board for everything that they have done for me and my class. Being on the board has taught me to speak up for those who feel like their concerns won't be heard. I would also like to thank Mr. Santa, Lo, Nashari, Paul, and Mo for helping me be the best board rep I can be for the past 3 years. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Ms. Tong, for your service. Mr. Vandy, you're up.
Hello. Yeah, so I just had a quick question concerning the end of the year and returning Chromebooks. So from the thing I'm seeing is that Chromebooks should be returned between the 14th and 16th. But also, since school will officially end on the 16th, if a student were per se like to turn their Chromebook in on the 14th, for those next 2 or 3 days, what are they expected to do? Since I'm assuming they won't be able to join any classes online. So I just want to, kind of get that clarified.
Your school leadership team will be able to provide you with what work or assignments will be required during that time period.
Okay, thank you.
Sure, you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Vandy. We have no special awards this evening. We now open the floor for public comments regarding agenda items. I see nothing in the Q&A and no hands risen. Okay. Any communications, Mr. Cuff?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. I'm sorry, we have 2 hands risen now. Can we go back and call on Mrs. Wright? Mrs. Wright, good evening. You may speak now. You're unmuted.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My comment in reference to the agenda is for the student school board representatives. I just wanted to state kudos to them for the interview that they did in April 2021. I thought that the questions that were asked were just quite thought-provoking. I also thought that the two former representatives that they interviewed shared just wonderful words of wisdom, and they gave advice. And in fact, I would like to recommend, if anyone has interest in understanding and hearing former students share with current students how they made their transition from high school to college, that would be an interesting interview to share with students and their families, or students and other students, because I just thought it was a wonderful interview and it's truly a springboard for discussion. So kudos. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Mrs. Wright. And Ms. Burrell, thank you. We'll get to you at the end. Ms. Burrell states that her questions is regarding non-agenda items. So thank you. All right, here we go. Community relations agenda. A1, Making a Difference Award. Congratulations to Miss Allie Appleman, autistic support teacher at Evans Elementary, who was selected to receive the Making a Difference Award by the Delaware County Local Task Force on Right to Education. Winners are nominated by parents, students, community members, teachers, and administrators. Miss Gina Germana, special education lead for the William Penn School District, nominated Miss Appleman for the award. Miss Appleman was nominated for being instrumental in the planning and implementing of the reopening of the autistic life skills support classrooms after the closing due to the COVID pandemic. The Making a Difference Award ceremony will be held virtually this year on May 20th, 2021. Each award recipient will receive a certificate to honor his or her accomplishments. So congratulations, Ms. Appleman. PA Media Design Competition. Falafe Tassiaglo, I'm sorry if I did that incorrectly, a Penwood High School senior, won first place in the web page design category in the Delaware County region of the Pennsylvania Media and Design Competition. The PA Media and Design Competition is an annual event that showcases students' skills in 6 categories: 1, 3D design; 2, animation; 3, digital movie; 4, logo and graphic design; 5, programming; and 6, web page design. The competition took place on April 7th. As a first place winner, Falafe will now enter her project in the state competition that will be held this spring. Her schedule currently includes advanced placement course in computer science principles. A3, DCIU STEM Design Challenge. The Delaware County Intermediate hosted its annual STEM Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics Design Challenge on May 22nd. Awards were given to the 3 top teams in grades 4 to 5 and 6 to 8. The Penwood Middle School team of students Samuel, Damar, Chris, and Troy won the Best Teamwork Award for a food delivery system they designed. Congratulations. A4, Pandemic Electronic Benefit Transfer, PEBT, 2020-21 school year. Please note the dates. Note that this valuable food money will come in a very nondescript envelope. It will most likely look like junk mail. Please do not throw it out. Every parent in our school district or guardian should be getting it because we are a community CEB school district. There are ways to donate the proceeds of that. If you feel like you shouldn't have it, you could go buy food and take it to our school district food pantry, or you can help a neighbor. So please do not throw that nondescript card out. A5, Tech Girls has free virtual tech workshops in May and June 2021. Go to their website, techgirls.org/techshopz for information. Again, these are all free and most of them can be completed on a Chromebook. That is all for that. B is education. I'll handle that for Ms. Boykins. B1, release and settlement agreements, student last four 2521, and B, student 48721. The motion is to approve the terms of the release and settlement agreements negotiated between the William Penn School District and the parents of the students listed above. B2 is a new rate sheet from Delta T Group. And this is the group that supplies us our PCAs. The motion is to approve the terms of the new rate sheet for the Delta T Group as indicated above. Informational items, a TSI improvement plan for Penwood High School is required to be submitted on June 30th. And B4, the CSI improvement plan for the Penwood Middle School is required to be submitted to the Pennsylvania Department of Education by June 30th. B5, summer enrichment programs at William Penn. As Dr. B. Coates stated, we have programs for K to 9. They are all free. We want your student. Please register. Breakfast and lunch will be provided, and that information is at williampennsd.org/summer. There's lots of choices. Find the right one for your young person and let them have some fun this summer. Are there any questions on, I'm sorry, may I have a motion to move the education agenda, please?
So moved.
So. Second.
Thank you. Any questions regarding the agenda? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Any against, please? Thank you. Ms. Ivory, personnel, please.
Good evening. The superintendent recommends the following personnel actions. C1, retirements. A, support staff, Ms. Sandra Blackwell, instructional assistant at Bell Avenue Elementary School, effective June 18th, 2021. Ms. Blackwell has been with the district since January 2nd, 1997. 2, Ms. Catherine Kramer, guidance secretary at Penwood Middle School, effective June 30th, 2021. Ms. Kramer has been with the district since August 31st, 1992. The motion is to approve the retirements as indicated above. And again, thank Ms. Blackwell and Ms. Kramer for your many, many years of service. We appreciate all you have done with the district and we wish you well. C2, resignations. C3, appointments for extended school year program for special education for the month of June 28th, 2021 through July 29th, 2021. Coordinator rates at $50 per hour. Ms. Kelly Evans, and the teacher rate $50 per hour for extended school year instruction and or $25 per hour for early intervention and special education compliance work. Teachers listed below. Occupational therapists at $50 per hour and or $25 per hour for early intervention and special education compliance work. Speech therapists, $50 per hour as well, and or $25 per hour for early intervention and special education compliance work. Ms. Stephanie Archer. Nurses, $50 per hour. Instructional assistants, $50 per hour. They are listed below, and school safety officers listed at $50 per hour. B, supplementals for spring sports. And the motion is to approve the appointments as indicated above, contingent on receipt of appropriate clearances and physicals as required by law. C4, tenure awards. The motion is to approve the tenure awards as indicated above. C5, leave of absence. And the motion is to approve the leaves of absence as indicated above. C6, summer office hours, July of 2021. The motion is to approve summer office hours as indicated above. C7, substitute teacher service contract. The motion is to approve a substitute teacher contract between Substitute Teacher Service, Inc. and the William Penn School District effective July 1st, 2021 through June 30th, 2022 as follows. C8, miscellaneous personnel action. The motion is to approve the termination of employee number 4026 effective May 24th, 2021. Additions to the agenda, C9, retirements, administrative staff. Ms. Janet Breaker, principal at Evans Elementary School, effective August 23rd, 2021. Ms. Breaker has been with the district since August 24th, 2011. And 2, Ms. Phyllis Cubitt, principal at East Lansdowne Elementary School, effective October 8th, 2021. Ms. Cubitt has been with the district since August 28th, 2003. The motion is to approve the retirements as indicated above. And again, we want to thank you for your many years of service as administrators to our children. C10, appointments. A, administrative staff. B, support staff. C, summer enrichment programs. And the motion is to approve the appointments as indicated above, contingent on receipt of appropriate clearances and physicals as required by law. C11, leave of absence. The motion is to approve the leave of absence as indicated above. And C12, Delaware County Intermediate Unit contracted services. And this is to authorize, the motion is to authorize the administration to contract with Delaware County Intermediate Unit to utilize Rosemary Fumara to assist in the Human Resource Department effective June 2nd through June 15th, 2021 at a cost not to exceed $5,000. And that concludes my report. I just would like to say today we had an opportunity to congratulate all of our retirees for this school year at the high school. And I would just like to wish everyone that was not mentioned today that had plans to retire this year. We thank all of you for your years of service, and we appreciate all that you guys have done, and we wish you all well. And I just wanted to thank them.
Thank you so much, Ms. Ivory.
My report.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Great. I did want to take a note to C10B2 is a recent Penwood alumni. So congratulations to Takara. We're so happy to have you. To know her is to love her, and it's a really nice hire, and to have her come back to this district. Any other comments by the Board of School Board Directors? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Thank you. No property committee agenda this evening, Mr. Tong?
There are no property items this evening.
Thank you. Next is budget and finance. E1, treasurer's report. E2, list of bills. E3, adoption of the 2021-22 proposed final budget. Section 687A1 of the Pennsylvania School Code states that the Board of Directors shall adopt a proposed final budget no later than 30 days prior to final adoption. The William Penn School District Board of Directors has reviewed the 2021 proposed final budget totaling $102,784,663. The motion is to adopt the William Penn School District 2021-2022 proposed final budget totaling $102,784,663 in accordance with section 687A1 of the Pennsylvania School Code, not to exceed the 4.5% index. May I have a move?
So move.
Second.
A second? Any questions from the Board of School Board Directors? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Thank you. Ms. Hopkins, Property Committee agenda, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Ms. Hopkins, Policy Committee agenda, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Thank you, sorry.
No, it's my fault. My audio isn't working. First, good evening, everyone, and I apologize. First reading of the amended policy 707 and 815-1, and the reading of the new policy 816. William Penn School District amended policies have been written by the Board of School Directors and have been reviewed by the superintendent and the solicitor. Each board member has received a copy of the above named policies. Again, 707, which is the use of school facilities, 815.1, electronic signatures and records, and 816, which is the district social media. And they have received a copy for review and follow-up discussion. The motion is to approve the first readings of the William Penn School District amended policies 707 and 815.1, and the new policy 816, and to enter such readings into the minutes.
Thank you, Ms. Hopkins. May I have a second, please?
Second.
Any questions by the Board of School Board Directors? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Anyone against? Thank you so much. Ms. Sharon, Solicitor's Report?
Good evening. You apparently have had 3 executive sessions, one Monday, May 17th, to discuss personnel and litigation, another one on May 18th to discuss personnel, and I believe there was one tonight for personnel again.
Thank you, Ms. Sharon. Any old business, Mr. Cuff?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. New business. First is the resolution urging the General Assembly to increase its investment in students in the Commonwealth most underfunded district. The motion is to adopt the resolution calling on the General Assembly to pass House Bill 1167 to further invest in the children who attend school in the Commonwealth's 100 most underfunded school district, bottom 20%, by appropriating funds in addition to basic education funding for a level up supplement of at least $100 million initially to lift those schools with the greatest need and to build the level up supplement funding into the base funding for these districts for each year going forward. The second motion is Vision Academy's charter school move to the former St. Cyril's complex. The motion is to authorize the solicitor to communicate to Vision Academy Charter School representatives that the William Penn School District will not contest its change in location. May I have a move and a second, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions by the Board of School Board Directors? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Thank you. Mr. Wright, do you have a report from the Delaware County Community College? You're muted, Mr. Wright. There you go, Mr. Wright.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was unable to get the information I was looking for in regards to the graduation of 1,500 students from Delaware County Community College. I just want the information in regards to the graduate from the William Penn School District. Hopefully I would have that by our next meeting, also some additional information that I'm going to look into the workforce.
Great, thank you, Mr. Wright. Ms. Hopkins, do you have a report from the Delaware County Intermediate Unit?
Yes, ma'am. Please note that this is going to be a long report because I did not report last month due to a death in my family. So April 8th through the 10th, I attended the National Association School Board Conference. The workshops that I attended were the opening session that included Mr. Leslie Odom Jr., who spoke of being a voice for the children regarding arts in schools, but importantly, fair funding. He performed a version of The Room Where It Happens, which he changed the words to The Zoom Where It Happens. Dismantling racism in schools, what will it take was the next workshop I attended, how to create an award-winning budget, how to deal with negative people and keep from becoming negative yourself, building a high-impact board superintendent partnership, how school boards and local district governance affect student success. And then lastly, I attended the Leading with Optimism in Challenging Times. It was a great conference, and I do recommend other board members that maybe next year you will attend. It was very informative and worth the money. I also attended the annual legislative breakfast this past Friday, May 21st. There will be 33 William Penn School District students who will be graduating from the technical school. Students were recognized on May 19th and May 20th. The events were recorded and the ceremony is on YouTube to view. Ms. Hoff already spoke about the Governor's STEM Challenge, so I don't need to reread that. So thank you and have a good night.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hopkins. I have the Delaware County Legislative Council, and as Ms. Hopkins said, we all attended, a lot of us attended the Legislative Council breakfast, virtual breakfast last Friday. I appreciate the school board directors that could attend. As you know, we are waiting for a couple of key decisions from our Pennsylvania state government, and we will continue to wait. There's lots of promise in the future for which I am excited for our district and other districts like ours. Okay, comments from citizens regarding non-agenda items. You may raise your hand or put it in the Q&A. Ms. Brown, you may speak now. Thank you.
Thanks for allowing me to speak. Good evening, everyone. So I had a couple questions. Is Ms. Sharon, Ms. Huff, you called her Ms. Sharon, is Ms. Sharon our new solicitor or just subbing in for Mr. Khan?
Just subbing in.
Just subbing in.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. Okay.
Nice to meet you.
And my other thing is, I'm not sure, I know that everybody on the board is aware that we've had, race and equity training throughout the year as a staff. Is this something that can be looked into for the board? I think it would avoid a lot more apologies. We would have a lot less apologies and more understanding and connectedness. So maybe that's something that we could look into, especially since you're making decisions for students who are minorities, 90%, I believe. Is that something that we can look into?
Absolutely, absolutely, Ms. Brown.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
You too.
Ms. Burrell, you're up and unmuted.
Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you?
Good evening, Ms. Burrell.
I just had a public comment in regards to just the importance of building effective partnership between school and parents. Our daughter is going into the middle school this upcoming year, and I know myself, I run into a lot of parents who may or are continuing to struggle with the whole idea of whether or not their child should continue with their educational career within the William Penn School District or even place their child within the district just for various reasons, myself in the past included. But I just wanted to just highlight our own experiences with some teachers and staff, including the middle school staff who worked so hard to just kind of create that space and allow that space for myself and my husband to have that open dialogue to communicate on behalf of our child, and not just only allow that space if a child is not doing well within a district, whether they're failing, but just in general, because, research shows that the success of a student not just rests on the staff, but also, that ability for families to have that partnership with the staff. So I just wanted to, say that our own experiences have been greatly appreciated. I did attend most recently, the middle school had put together just tours for incoming seventh graders. And it was very much so appreciated for myself, having some uneasiness about embarking on this next journey, not knowing what to expect. So I think that was very much so appreciated. And I just wanted to say that to hopefully continuously encourage, the district to understand that partnership isn't just when a student is in trouble, but partnership is very much so important, just to continue to ensure that the needs of the child or student is being met individually and not just because it's reflected in an IEP or a GIEP or whatever the case might be. So I really greatly appreciate our own experience that we've had this year, previous years, and look forward to, our new journey within the middle school. So thank you.
Ms. Burrell, this is Eric Bicos. I just wanted to thank you very much for sharing that. And in our strategic plan, we do have specific efforts to continue and strengthen our partnership with parents as well as family members. So because I now have your name, I am going to reach out to you, and hopefully you and or your husband will partner with us as we continue on this journey. So I thank you very much for speaking up, and we look forward to working with you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dr. Bicos.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Mr. Carpenter, you're unmuted now. You can speak.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Thank you.
Oh, okay. But the first thing that I want to say is that I've been paying close attention no matter what. And I had talked to Dr. Bicos early in his induction, and I took him for face value, and I took him in terms of, okay, I'm going to give you a chance to show and prove. And he has shown and prove, and that's why I've been able to just sit back, and I felt more comfortable this year as things were getting done. But what I look at, and I direct this directly to the board, is that we were able to, and it's just my opinion, upgrade our superintendent. We were able to upgrade how we do things. And now the focus is on the board, because as they say, insanity is continually doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And I'm posing the challenge to the board to make those changes. I'm honestly looking forward to the restructuring. I'm looking forward to a new school board president. I'm looking forward to the days of whereas though we do not shuffle the African Americans on the board as vice president, and we're able to transition. I'm looking forward in challenging those minorities, all minorities on the board that reflect our school district, to actually work together and not against each other, and focus on the common goal of doing what's best for our children, because our children are watching and they're looking for, heroes and leaders. And I think that the board can do a much better job in terms of transition and doing that. The voices of whether it's Joyce or whether it's Monique or whether it's Robert Wright, no matter who it is, being able to step up and catapult to that level. Because I've always argued that we were the district that argued about equity, but lacked equity within the district, whether it was the programs that were aligned to the elementary schools, or whether it was to how we dictated things amongst our district. And it's no knock on anyone, but I'm looking towards that change. Done it at the, we've done that at the superintendent level. I'm just looking for the board to stand strong and stand together and also have that happen. That's something that I felt as though I would, like to express. But other than that, Dr. Bicos and his team, I can say, you've impressed me so far, or else, I would have been on this meet 2 months ago. And I just want to leave it at that. But as school board members, the school board reps, I'm challenging you all to work together to do what's best and to usher in a transition with our school district. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Carpenter. Ms. Miller, you've been unmuted. You may speak now.
Hi, I hope all of you can hear me.
Yes, we can, Ms. Miller. Hello.
I just want to, I'm trying to figure out the words to frame the question, but, I think most of us are super excited to end this school year. It's been topsy-turvy to say the least, but as we focus forward and look towards September, my question is, especially as a parent in the district who teaches, not only I teach kindergarten, but I have an early learner. And I'm just wondering, and I don't think that this is necessarily addressed in the strategic plan, but this is posed to the board as well as Dr. Becoach. I'm wondering if moving forward in September, if we are going to look at some of this post-pandemic stress that our students are going to probably, we're going to see some of that. And if we are going to be able to support them in the classroom, small class sizes, especially K-2, more support in the building, some IA support in kindergarten, first and second grade, especially. Some of those items I think are going to be necessary to get the data where we want it to be, to have parents feel comfortable, with their children coming back, having lost almost 2 years of instruction. So I'm just wondering if that is something that we are going to consider moving forward, because as a parent, it is something that is extraordinarily necessary as we head into and transition back to school post-pandemic.
Dr. Becoach?
Yes, Mrs. Miller, thank you for bringing that up. Those are items that we are definitely taking under consideration as we look at the use of the ESSER funds. So I do thank you for sharing that. And all of those items some of those items were also mentioned in a recent survey that we asked teachers to complete in reference to professional development. I have read through those comments, and we are taking that information into consideration and identifying ways in which we can support our teachers as well as our families.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Miller. Seeing no other hands risen, I'll give you the announcement of future meetings. A policy committee meeting will be held 6:30 Thursday, June 3rd. An education committee meeting will be held Wednesday, June 9th at 6:30. A budget and finance committee will be held 6:30 on Thursday, June 10th. The next committee of the whole will be held 6:30 Monday, June 21st. A personnel committee meeting will be held Tuesday, June 22nd at 6:30. And a business meeting of the school directors will be held 6:30 on Monday, June 28th. All of these are via Zoom. I'd like to ask for a motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anyone against? Have a very safe Memorial Day weekend. See you next week. Don't forget to get vaccinated this Thursday. Have a good night. Thank you.